how beautiful you are. I've come to terms with myself. I want you and nobody else. In my arms, a race to the sky. And time flies, let the world pass me by. Do 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 do. Slipping so far from where you are, lost within inadequate. Whoa, you come and reach for me, you carry me to safety. I've come to terms with myself. I want you and nobody else. In my eyes, a race to the sky. And time flies, let the world pass me by. You always help me when I fall. You always help me carry it all on my knees. To you I call, I call. In my eyes, a race to the sky. And time flies, let the world pass me by. And my eyes, a race to the sky. And time, yes it does, flies, let the world pass me by.
You guys, that was phenomenal. Honestly, reduced me to tears, which is always embarrassing, but I will admit to it.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Glad to be here.
Can you explain your name, Samhill? Yeah, Samhill Road.
Samhill Road. Wanna do it?
Yeah, so basically we live in Vernon, and the road that I live on is called Sand Hill Road. The road that he lives on is Samhill Road, so we combined the two. But at first, I think there's like an inside joke, because we're at each other's houses so often, we're like, oh, basically we live on Sam Hill Road. And we just kind of like
Like that.
use that
And it's
inside
stuck.
joke for the band, so.
No, it works very well.
Yes.
So how did you guys really meet and start to join with this kind of idea?
Well, we met in high school, I believe in choir, and I guess somehow, actually there were a bunch of other kids that we met that we were friends with, and they all wanted to start a band, and we just got together at our friend Joe's house, Joe Monzo, and we just practiced, and that band fell through, but we stuck together, and then we had another band form around us, and then that fell through, and then we had another band form, that fell through, and we said, you know what, let's just keep it the two of us. We have the same passion, the same drive, so therefore we have Samhill, just the two of us right now.
Nice. Yeah, well, your passion definitely goes through your music because it's very moving.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the experiences that you've had performing? I know, you mentioned that you went to Disney, you said?
Yes. We went to Disney World this past September.
Yeah, September. I have
This
the worst
past-
memory ever.
September. We auditioned in August
In August, yeah.
for this event called Night of Joy, which is a big Christian concert music event where big bands come and play. And there's a small side stage that people can audition to play for. And we drove down, auditioned, and 2 weeks later we got a call back that said that we could play. And while we were actually down there, we recorded with this guy named Sky Wilbanks. He's a producer for the band Third Day, and
Okay.
they're like the biggest Christian band right now going.
They had
And,
like 4 Grammys, I think.
Yeah,
so.
Wow.
something like that. Nothing
Yeah.
special. But
No big deal or anything.
we stopped to his house in Atlanta and worked on 2 tracks at his house. So it was like a double trip, going down for 2 things. It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And you said that it was a Christian concert that you listened to. Would you say that the music that you guys write is influenced by your religious background?
Kind of. Not all the time. There's some undertones, but a lot of our songs don't necessarily have religious undertone. The undertone that we normally have, if it's an undertone, is just a message of unity and equality.
Right.
You know, standing up for what's right, helping the people that are downtrodden, helping the poor, and just sticking up for the people that are marginalized
Right.
in society.
And what do you think the impact that your music would have on a world like we live in today?
Well, since I'm doing a lot of talking.
Just put the pressure on. No,
Yeah,
just-
dude.
I mean, the music that we write, we try to inspire people to, not so much think about themselves, but think of what they can do for other people. And so, I think if people were to hear our songs, that's what we want them to try to get out of it.
Right.
Is, okay, they're saying, you can go out and help people, so I want to help, and it could be the basic thing. Like for us, it's easy because we're musicians. We do like concerts where we have people bring in like cans of food for the hungry, and so for us, we use it as it's a pretty easy tool.
Right.
But anybody can find a way
Yeah.
to do it. So.
Would you say that the music that you guys write, do you think that from you almost learn from yourselves too? Like, have you changed when you start to speak your mind through your
Oh,
music?
absolutely. Absolutely.
course, yeah.
Yes. Because when you're writing, it's pretty much your unconscious mind coming through, if that's correct. Like, you're just digging in vaults in your mind, and things are just pouring out. They just fall onto paper. Sometimes they're forced, and that's not usually a good song, but the ones that just happen to fall out from,
Yeah.
the recesses of your mind, those are the good ones.
Yeah.
So, the songs kind of do change the way you perceive things, in a
Mhm.
sense. You write it, it's art, and it just comes to life.
Right.
And you reflect it through your music and reflect it in your life.
Well, your lyrics are motivational and beautiful, to say the least. But you also mentioned that you do play other instruments, and quite a few too. Can you go through and explain
yeah.
when you start and how many you play?
This I'll start. I was 12 years old, first started to play the guitar, and I was in Austria actually, and I just saw a guitar. I never wanted to play it. I just saw it, and I was like, gotta play it, So I
Wow.
bought it, and then I can also play piano and drums and bass. Drums I taught myself how to play.
Mhm.
And, piano I've been playing since I was like 10. So
Wow.
You're what, 12 now?
yeah, 12.
Going on 13. I play the guitar. I play the bass guitar. I learned piano. I still dabble with the piano. Play the harmonica. But
Jeez.
first and foremost, I'm a singer.
Mhm.
I practice that the most, and that's pretty much what I focus on all the time. Everything else is secondary.
Yeah.
But I practice a lot. I go to a voice teacher who actually used to sing at the Metropolitan Opera and the Baltimore Opera. His name is Chip King, and he lives in Sparta. And I never thought that I could find, somebody of, that quality of a teacher that lives so close to me, and who just pretty much teaches out of the kindness of his heart. Like, Like I've grown so much in about 9 months that I've been working with him.
Wow.
So-
Yeah.
And I would took like 2 lessons with him, I think, and within 10 minutes I was able to do things that it would take months to do.
Mhm.
So it's really phenomenal what he can do.
Yeah.
See, the thing about like music and singing is that, you know, people can sing with passion and people can play with passion and emotion, but that can only go so far because when people have emotion and sometimes it can become unfocused, you know,
Yeah.
and then you lose track of what you're doing.
Right.
So what he's teaching us is technique. You know,
Mhm.
technique is the foundation, is the bedrock, and then you can put a little bit of emotion here and there.
Right.
Because it's easy to get caught up and lost in your emotion.
Right.
You have to
Exactly.
you have to have thought
Mhm.
and be intentional about what you're doing. So that's what we do when we play, when we write, when we sing. We're very intentional. And then when it comes to hitting the stage, some emotion can
Yeah.
definitely come through.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that really develops the art form of it, and it's not
Absolutely.
just singing, a song. It's
Mhm.
really structuring it
Yeah.
and
Making
building
it
it.
your own.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and I know that you made a joke saying that. What are you now, like 13? But you said before that you both look so young, and then when
I
you
don't.
do, no, I know you're like 40 or something, right?
I'm 46. Single ladies.
He's retiring.
Retiring next week.
You mentioned that because you look so young, people don't really expect such a mature sound from you. And you did mention that you've had quite a colorful reaction from certain people. Can you
Yeah.
elaborate on that a little bit?
There was one show I was so upset, but we were playing somewhere and this guy comes up to me. He's like, "You can't be older than 8th grade or something." And I was like, "Dude, I'm like 21 years old." It's like, "No, you're not." And like, I have the license to prove it. But I mean, yeah, that's the thing. People just don't
Mhm.
expect when they see us, they think, "Oh, a bunch of kids. And, oh, what are they
I'll
gonna
play
do?"
Metallica
Yeah, they play death metal.
These
but-
rotten
with
kids.
acoustic guitars. And then
But,
we bust out like Louis Armstrong or Sing in the Rain, and people are like, oh wow, because
Mhm.
we like, like there's music is just I'm losing my words. Like it's just the fact that songs that are written long ago just have so much more meaning.
Yeah, they're timeless.
Timeless songs.
They
like
last.
The lyrics are deep. The chord progressions are phenomenal. Sometimes they're simple, but they work. Now it's just not that anymore.
Right.
So we try to put that in our set lists.
Right.
People that songs that people can remember, like "Stand by Me" or the Louis Armstrong or stuff like that. Some Sam Cooke,
Yeah.
a little bit of Stevie Wonder or whatever. Songs that have stood, for around 40, 50, 60 years.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of things too with like, it may be a simple message, but it's such a powerful message. And I think that's really where your lyrics are so strong, because it's a very simple message, like,
Mhm.
I love you, but the way you
Yeah.
present it and the way you sing it, it sticks with you, and you're like,
Mhm.
oh my God, yeah,
Exactly.
he really does love me, like, that's how you feel when you're
Exactly.
watching, or when you're listening to you guys
Listen,
perform, so.
That's the point with music. It's supposed to cut deep to your soul. It's supposed to.
Mhm.
If it's not, somebody's not doing their job.
Right.
And for me, I know, like, life has such a way of getting in the way of things, and whenever we play, we try to make people forget about, all the bad things, or forget about what may be going wrong, and then it's almost like an escape for them,
Yeah.
and even for us to, like, play music and just be happy and
Mhm.
do, memorable melodies or memorable songs that people love.
Yeah, especially when you have so many songs that are like, I hate my life, and
Yeah, yeah.
this is miserable, and really reflective, kind of, unfortunately, on the society that we're kind of stuck in
Exactly.
right now.
Yeah.
And to listen to something that you guys produce, which is so much like, no, it's really not that bad. Like, listen to this, and you do
Mhm.
feel better, and
Exactly.
it is uplifting. I think that's an important message that you guys give.
Thank you. Thank you.
What events are you guys? What's coming up for you guys? I know you guys are playing here, right? On November
Yes.
11th.
Yes.
November 11th. Yep.
What's that? A wrestling thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a.
It's the rock and wrestling
wrestling
event here at the college.
It's rock and wrestling. We're rock and wrestling guys.
Rock and wrestling.
Rock, roll wrestling?
Whatever you want. You guys are the
We have a
lyricists here.
habit of combining words, obviously.
Rock and roll sling.
At Samhill Road.
Yeah.
There
Roll
you go.
Sling. Rock and roll sling thing.
You're gonna work
Rock
on this,
and roll.
aren't you?
I'm
And
gonna
then-
For
and
a
then-
while.
tonight, yeah.
But at the same time, it's about helping the people who are in need. So you can bring a can of food in.
And get a
I
body
believe
slammed.
you get like yes, you get body. No,
It's a
Choke
win-win
on.
situation.
Yeah, it totally is.
Man,
Yeah, like
I know
$5
I want to go.
but
But seriously, that and the fact that you guys are playing there is good too, because you are motivational, and it is, you know, helping people to donate and stuff like that. So it's a
Mhm.
great cause too.
Exactly. We can,
Yeah.
everybody can give something back. All we all can.
Something simple too. You can even like look in your food pantry at
Yeah.
home. You know? Oh, I just been sitting there for months.
Yeah, the freeze.
We'll just make sure it's not
Still good,
expired.
yeah. Make sure the can's not bloated.
1997, that's disgusting.
Somebody will eat it.
Yeah, it's canned. It'll last.
Before we leave, can you just give me an example of maybe one of, you guys are so about like upbeat and like good things and stuff. Have you ever had a moment that was just not happening for you? It was just a bad time.
The blizzard of '96.
Had to
You
walk
don't
barefoot
say.
to school.
Yeah, don't say.
3 miles.
A dark time in our musical career, or a dark time in our lives, or
Or just an experience that stands out where you just couldn't connect with the audience, or like.
In Otisville, remember that?
oh man, yeah, that was beat. That was with our old band now.
Oh, okay.
But like I think one thing that we've always been going through and been struggling with is just being like accepted or whatever. Like the music, just letting the music speak for itself. Not anybody having false pretenses about what we're gonna do, what we're gonna play. Just being able to keep members in a band. You know, we had our last band and we had some differences, and it's always been us that have been, you know, solid. This is what we want to do. We kind of want to make a living out of this.
Right.
So I think that's the hardest part. You know, we take steps. Sometimes you get smacked in the face. You go back. Should we really do this? Man, I should stay in college. You know, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much the struggle. It's actually the struggle is every day. Just trying to, you know, keep going, not being distracted or not being let down.
Right.
Kind of expecting to be let down,
Mhm.
expecting a no here and there, but always saying, you know what, there's always a tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, if I quit now, what if the yes was going to be the next day?
Right.
So keep going.
And there's been tons of times where we're like, you know, no one really cares. You know, why are we doing this? And you just gotta keep pushing yourself to do it, because you never know what can happen.
Right. And another thing too is like with how you were saying that though you do have religious undertones, it's not something that you can be labeled as. And I think a lot of people hear religion, they're like, oh,
Oh,
no, I don't want to listen to that.
yeah.
Or like, oh, I really want to listen to that. Like you
Mhm.
have that dichotomy, but at the same time, that's not necessarily who you are. It's just
Exactly.
an aspect
It's an
of
aspect,
it.
yeah.
Right.
And
yeah, I'm a human being. I'm an American. You know, I'm a singer. I'm a writer.
We all could use help.
Yeah, we all have. There are different aspects to us as people.
right,
You know, not just a religious being.
exactly.
And personally, I don't really like labeling things or like, you know, saying, oh, this is Christian or that's not. But, you know, when we try to write, we try to make it universal so that anybody can find meaning in it. You know,
Yeah.
whether it does have, you know, Christian-based lyrics or whether it's just
Yeah.
something positive. You know,
Mhm.
we want everybody to find something.
Right. Well, it's a universal thing, you know.
Exactly.
Everybody says peace is universal and love.
Yeah,
all
right.
you need is love and all of that, you know.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
That's-
The Beatles.
Yeah, because religion means, you know, to bind together. It comes from ligare, the Latin word, to bind. You know, that's our message. It's, in essence, it is religious because our music is, you know, being played to bring people together.
Right.
As religion does. So.
It's really how you define religion. It's not a specific sect or a
Or
specific,
denomination.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's not like a practice or anything. It's about here and now being together.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
what it's at for us.
Yep.
Well, it has honestly been an honor to speak with both of you.
Likewise.
I wish you the best of luck
Thank you.
in everything that you do. I can't wait to see you guys on November 11th, 2011 here at Sussex County Community College. Yep. So again, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for joining us here at On the Rise. I'm Ashley Inveld, your host at Sussex County Community College. Join us next week for our next edition of On the Rise.
Why are you striving these days? Why are you trying to earn grace? Why are you crying? Let me lift up your face. Just don't turn away. Why are you looking for love? Why are you still searching as if I'm not enough? To where will you go, child? Tell me, where will you run? To where will you run? 'Cause I'll be by your side whenever you fall in the dead of night. Whenever you call, and please don't fight. These hands that are holding you, yeah, my hands are holding you. Just look at these hands on my side. They swallowed the grave on that night when I drank the world's sin, so I can carry you in and give you life. I wanna give you life, 'cause I'll be by your side whenever you fall in the dead of night. Whenever you call, and please don't fight. These hands that are holding you, yeah, my hands are holding. I'll be by your side whenever you fall in the dead of night. Whenever you call, and please don't fight. These hands that are holding you, yeah, my hands are holding you. 'Cause I love you. I want you to know. 'Cause I love you. I'll never let you go. 'Cause I'll be by your side whenever you fall in the dead of night. Whenever you call, and please don't fight. These hands that are holding you, yeah, my hands are holding. I'll be by your side whenever you fall in the dead of night. Whenever you call, and please don't fight. These hands that are holding you, yeah, my hands are holding you. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you. Thank you.